in the classroom for physical study, no virtual anymore. As I wish, I do not prefer to teach online because the effectiveness only 10 to 30% is the maximum. So I want to get more all of you to gain more lessons better than just joining and without paying attention or paying attention but hardly to understand in somehow because of internet interruption. That could be. But however, as you understand that this is the way we could do as recently. Okay, as last week, all of you have known that last week was the deadline of the assignment, but I can see only 5 groups to send to me with your assignment. And what about others? Are there some excuses for me? Okay, if you haven't done it yet, please tell me why.
I've done it, but I haven't sent you, teacher.
Okay, good to hear that you have done it, but you haven't sent it to me. Okay, you can send for today. And what about others? Okay, I can see 2 more. Today is Zeha and Lee Hong. What about others? Yeah, I have seen. So yeah, was the first one who have sent to me. Okay, yeah, got it, no worry, thank you. And what about others? Let's tell me why you haven't done it. Are there any excuses that we wish to hear, or I would like to hear? And somehow that is your responsibility also. But if I can hear that is a good excuse, I would be okay with that. But some points that I don't think that is a good excuse, I will judge by what I feel. Okay, what about others, please?
Teacher, do I have to send in the groups or by your private Telegram?
Yep, we are going to present it in somehow today online, and some others will be later in the class. And yeah, and today I just want to hear from some of you who haven't done it yet. But I haven't heard anyone tell me yet. You know we are learning about self-esteem. Have you remembered? Who can tell me self-esteem? Any volunteer who can tell me what is self-esteem?
Self-esteem is emotion.
Yes, that's a good answer. So how many types? And what are they? Who can tell? Okay, good. Go ahead.
High self-esteem and low self-esteem, and I don't know. I forget one more.
One more. Okay, who can tell him one more? Hap So Mương? Anyone who can Hap So Mương about self-esteem? High self-esteem, Low self-esteem, and one more, what is it? Any volunteer? Not only So Myung in this classroom, right? There are more.
Inflated and I came with it.
Inflated self-esteem. Good, Magara. Thank you. You just go to your book, right? You open for it, right?
Yeah.
That is okay. That is okay. I would say it is fine because we are learning, we are forgetting. That is normal. However, we need to review it. So as you know, if you don't do any assignment and you are afraid to tell because that is your own mistake, that is also low self-esteem. High self-esteem, if you don't do it, how can you tell someone that why you don't do it? You need to be responsible why you haven't done it. You have to have some reason, not keeping quiet. All right? Okay. I haven't heard anyone who haven't done it and not telling me. Around 20 of us as right now. Oh, do it or no doing it and no tell also. Okay, who can help me? If you see your students do not react anything, do not respond anything, how do you feel? Who can tell me? I think 90% of you are teachers. Thank you, Superior. Yeah, absolutely. Sad. And now you are students also. And I am a teacher. And then all of my students, no answer. You do it or you don't do it. You do it, that is fine. You don't do it and you don't tell. So what is your problem? Sometimes you go to the class, you learn about how to solve the problem, how to solve problems, how to be successful in your life. And then no answer. Okay, I want to hear. At least from 2, okay? You don't do it and you give me some reason. Maybe my English is not good enough, not clear. That is why you don't understand it. So you don't want to answer it at all. Thank you, Zehong. Just send to me. What about others? Okay. I don't know how to describe if everyone is just keeping quiet. And maybe I need to ask you for some of the feeling. Chai, can you tell me about your feeling if your student do not answer to you, do not do any things to you? Let's describe about your feeling, please.
So my feeling feel border and consideration about them. Why do they don't answer with me while I'm teaching? So, and then I will try my best to do anyway or we have a game for them before we start a class. So the feeling our teacher we have to control ourselves, even though our, our students do not reply anything for us. So we have to find the method, find the funny activity to attract them, come to our school, come to our lesson. This is my opinion. Teacher.
Okay, thank you, Jai. And I want to hear from maybe Sophia. Sophia, let's share your opinion, please. Hello, Sophia, are you going to the loo? Because I heard you talking, so that's why I'm asking you. Maybe Sophia is not here. So Moon?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, let's tell me about your feeling, please.
Feeling for what? Teacher?
When you talk to your students, you ask your students to do something and they do not do it at all and don't even tell you what it is. How do you feel?
A bit angry. A bit angry, and yeah, I will have some game for them, but the games that I put to them is to inspire them that if you don't do it, you will be punished by the teacher.
You want to punish your students?
Yeah, punished by writing like Coco until 100 times, 20 times, or something else.
Okay, that's a good punishment. Good to hear that. Yeah. I appreciate that punishment, but I have heard a punishment. It's it's uncommon for me, you know. But this is a positive punishment. I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I want them to be good writing. Because
okay, good, good. Okay, good. All right. As right now, also in my place, it's a big raining. I'm not at home, also outside, and on a mission. It's a big raining now, and a lot of noises. Okay. All right. So before we start the lesson, do you have any question to ask me? Because soon you will have a final test. I already prepared the final test for you. So the final test will be the same lesson we studied. So do you have any questions from the start of the lesson until now? You can ask, okay? I give you 5 minutes to consider to the lesson that we have learned. If you have any questions, any clues, or any doubts that you wish to clear, or you want me to identify specifically, let me know, okay? And you can drop in the message in our Zoom, and then I will identify it, okay?
Yes, teacher.
Hello, 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 hello.
All right, 5 minutes is gone. We spent 5 minutes together and no questions. And I can see only Brother Soya that he said nothing. So in the lesson, I do not hear any question from all of you, but maybe in the final exam, you dream to meet me and want to ask me to identify. Maybe. Okay. We start the lesson a little bit, and after that, I will ask some of you to do the presentation. All right. Okay, let me share. Okay, everyone, can you see my slides?
Yes, teacher, I can see.
Okay,
Yes,
good.
okay.
Thank you very much. Okay. Please have a note. I will go faster. And after that, we might have quiz or somehow sooner or later, maybe today or maybe next week, if possible. So we started about perspective on literacy, and also literacy as a social construction. Last time we studied about a different class. So in different class, in point number 1, the dots number 1, past and present literacy, rates affected by differences in class, race, gender, region, and social needs. As in this point, we need to understand the classes, which mean the people living. As in the people living, they have usually we say 3 types of living. We say poor, average, and rich. So in somehow for other countries as a hierarchy in Cambodia, we have also poor, average, rich, we have monk, we have king. All of these are different. So the classes of the people, they are divided into that. And we need to learn and understand the situation and conditions of that people living. If we're talking about, okay, the human environment or human attitude behavior in currently, as I said, we have normal people, we have high class, we have poor, and we have high soul. Normal is just the people who have enough. For everything is just enough. So poor people, we know they are in a disadvantaged family, which means the family cannot support even the food. We say disadvantaged family. Or we say high class. High class people, they have everything what they need. They have security, they have a luxurious car, they have fancy home, they have nice material to use every day, and they have everything what they dream about. Even the food, everything they have. High soul. High soul, they don't have enough thing, but they always want to show to other people. That is high soul. Cambodian, as right now, they estimated around 70% or 60 to 70%, they are being a high soul people. Why we say that? They always show about luxurious car, even the home, they have to have big home, and nice clothes, shoes, smartphone have to be a nice one, but the way they earn just $300-400 or maybe $700. 700 would be okay, but sometimes they earn at least $300 to $500 per month. But they have everything. Sometimes at home they don't have something to eat, but they always want to have that. Okay, so class is already done. Any question about that? About class? Oh, nobody hear me? No question? Hello, everyone. Sound quiet.
Yes, teacher,
so
we can hear you. We hear you, teacher.
Okay. Okay. Okay, let's go to race. Racism is happen everywhere in the world. Cambodian, if we hear as right now, it seems no more. Before, if we hear Vietnamese, it's a high racism. We don't like it. What if you, Cambodian people, married with Vietnamese. But if you girl in Cambodia with Vietnamese man, what if you Chinese okay, other countries okay, but not Vietnamese. That is a high racism. So how to understand that race is the most problem in the world if you race other people. So how can you open your mind that there are people, we are people. We consider on individual, which means we don't consider on the big impact. Individual is different. For example, Cambodian, we have different religions. That also included. We have Catholic, we have Protestant, we have Islam, we have Buddhist, and also we have Tao, and maybe there are more, but this is what I know. Before Islam and Buddhist and Buddha, they cannot talk together very well. Oh, Buddhism and Christianity are not getting aligned together. However, religions want to do something good for the people. If we understand this concept, the world will be getting into the peace. No problems. Okay, gender. As right now in Cambodia, there are 4 different types of genders. We can say male and female, and also lesbian and gay. So gender, we don't talk about gender, we talk about how to be the same. We are in the same way. We are living in this world. So when we understand this, would be all right. Regions. Okay, I don't know who are from Prey Veng, Takao, Siem Reap, Phnom Penh, or wherever. We are Cambodian. Or maybe different countries. We are still the people in this world. How can we compromise all of those people, talk together and work together? Like American United States of America, there are many different genders. There are many different regions. There are many different classes. But they develop the countries very well because they understand that the class, the race, the genders, regions, and social needs are the most important for the people. If they understand this, the world will stay together. That is why if you are smart, you are good enough, you can go and to live in the United States. If you are not smart enough, even me not smart enough, so I cannot go, we can have a scholarship to study in USA. USA is open for all nations. But how to be there? You have to be the smartest one in our countries can be. And after that, you will be selected. Okay, now that is all I would say, because I asked you to do all of this in your homework. Some of you have sent to me, but you go to Google, you search for it. A little bit different from being understanding in the topics. However, I am so happy that you have done it and sent it to me. Okay, that is all. Do you have any question about class, race, gender, regions, and social need? If you have, just ask. If you don't have, we will go on.
Teacher, can you clarify about race, teacher?
Good. racist. As right now, Chinese people who live in the USA, they have a lots of problems because of racism. Racism about COVID-19. People hate people. They don't care what your heart is. They don't care about what you do. You have done a good job before until now. But what they hate is nationalities. That is racism. Cambodian, you know, Raman Chana in around Tonle Sap. I don't know what's its correct word or no. As right now, I forgot it. In Khmer we say Putlayun. Why we give a lot of names like that? Everything that we don't like is just Putlayun, for example. This is a racism. Actually, if we studied about Putlayun, it is coming from South Africa. Even the water hyacinth, kaplau. Water hyacinth is coming from South Africa. But we say Putlayun. That is racism. Okay, I heard someone have said about it. So let's have a question again if you are not sure. But this is not talking about the governments, okay? The politics is different. Politics, we say, all of us are the game of politician. Okay, Brother Surya, let's go ahead.
Yes, thank you, teacher, for giving opportunity. Teacher, I'm not sure if I can catch up the social need here, but by not getting you to understand, to explain again, let me say what I understand. I think this is the social need is impact the literacy on social construction by when people need something, they move to anywhere and without getting any education, or is it something like that, teacher?
Okay, thank you, Brother Surya. I'm so happy that at the moment, Ra and then you, which I am so happy and so glad to hear that. Okay, if we're talking about social needs, we need to consider on Maslow. Have you heard about Maslow?
Maslow, teacher?
Yeah.
Okay. Maslow have identified with the 5 points of the Maslow.
Basic need.
However, okay, good. Hello. Hello. Now you can tell me basic needs. What else? What else?
I forgot basic need and another. I forgot, teacher, but after basic need, they need they need love, they need justice, they need something like that.
Okay. Okay, so if you want to identify on this, even the Buddha have said people want to stay in the peace of life, in the peace of mind. When you stay in the peace of life, your living standard is good enough, and the peace of mind, you are not getting angry easily. You know how to manage yourself. That is a peace of mind. That is also social needs. But in here, the difference is social needs we consider on the people in our society. I give you an example about education. When I was graduated In that time, if we studied until secondary school, some people only grade 7, but they can be a primary school teacher to teach grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, grade 5. But they are studying in grade 7. Why we don't have the student graduate from grade 12? Our society is not good enough yet to have the ability that those knowledge people come to teach. And after that, some people, they have diploma or they have a diploma. They can go to teach in that level and that level. If your study is good enough in that time, the standard of living is always better. But during my generation, I think my generation the same as all of you, because some of you the same as my age or can be older than me. At this point, some people from the rural area, they complete only grade 9, but they can be a primary school teacher. And they have to come to study at the teacher training college. And after that, they upgraded. You have to pass grade 12 to become a primary school teacher. And the way of living in that, the people who have high knowledge, always good. And currently, most of the people, they always have got, most of the people, not all, yeah, who study and then they got bachelor degree. A lot of people got bachelor degree. In this period, you have to upgrade yourself to master degree immediately. And currently, I can see in the last 3 years or 4 years, a lot of people get master degree. So the next step is, for me also, and for you also, the next step is, you have to go to PhD. You have to develop yourself. You have to go up like that. That is only one part of social needs. So if you want to be better all the time for your life, you have to upgrade yourself. You want to do a good job for your society, for your family, society, and your country, you have to upgrade yourself. That is upgrading. It doesn't mean today you teach in grade 2, 10 years you still teach in grade 2. Yes, you can stay survival, you can be good, or sometimes cannot be good. This is one of the needs in our society. To conclude what I said from the social need until now, which means we have to look for our living standards. Where we are. Is it good enough for our family? If it's not good enough, what is the next step for you to develop your family to be better? To develop yourself, your family to be better. In the next 5 years, what do you want to have for your family again? This is social needs. All right, Brother Surya, get it?
Yes, thank you, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. What about others? Okay. If not, let's go to the point 2. Less needs, less expectation of widespread literacy in the 18th, 19th centuries. So we understand that in the 18th and 19th centuries, the education is not really affecting so much. Because in this period is World War II is happening. The people around the world, the education, the expectation of education, the needs, they don't really expect so much because they worried about the food only. Okay, Bun Heng,
Yes,
ask question. Huh?
yes. My question is, teacher, when we get a degree from America, it's usually usually when we go to other country we have more opportunity, right, teacher? Because the degree in the American school are value more highly, right, teacher?
Yes. If we get
But
the degrees
yes,
from
yes,
USA,
yes,
okay, let's go
teacher.
ahead.
Yes, but I know one particular instances the study, yes, the Western study is more loose, you know. They take place on Saturday and Sunday, and they don't necessarily have to go to extra study to supplement them. But here in the East, especially Japanese and Chinese, they and Korean, yes, those three countries, they have to study from basically every day, every day for like 12 to 25 years, and then they take supplementary class, they take video classes all the time, and then they get basically only a few hours, maybe 2 or 3 hours of sleep every day, and then their certification, their diploma isn't as nearly valued as the American one. Why is that, teacher?
Okay. You mean if they studied for a few years in the country and after that qualify, yeah?
No, I mean the value. What
the value they give us a qualification, one of the part in USA, right?
Yeah, yeah. Teacher, the diploma in USA is valued by all countries in the world. If you go to a company in the East, they will say, "Oh, yes, you have a certification in USA, then a diploma in USA, then we will welcome you to work." But in the East, the student put out their tear, blood, and sweat. Some student in the East, especially in Korea, yes, they only have some maybe 2 or 3 hours of sleep a day, and when they ended their study and they were looking for a job, they your certification doesn't mean much in the United States, and that's one. Why do America did the diploma? They get a diploma and then every company wants them, versus versus a student who work and study tirelessly and only sleep a few hours a day and get a diploma from a country in the East and then go to the West and then they get this say something like that they are not qualified, this diploma is not as valuable as the American.
I see you mean.
Yes,
it's not different from our country and to the countries around us. When they are rich, they can say something more. As in Khmer also, if your family is good enough, you are rich, you are easy to talk with others. That is social needs. We don't expect like, okay, you get a diploma from USA, but you can do a job, or you study in Cambodia, you get PhD, and you go to work in USA. They are not applying for a recognition, the qualification. If that school, for example, the school in Cambodia, they apply for a recognition letter from the USA, from the USA government, which means our standard is qualified. Not about South Korea, not about, that is the way they train us. If we want to say something, what is your agreement? And if you said you study for 10 hours, 16 hours, but what is the qualification in that for 10 hours? As we understand that in USA, they study for high school, or especially for scientific classes, they study only 10 to 30% in the class. 70% they practice by themselves. They go to the science labs, they practice. If they go to study about nuclear, they will practice to create a nuclear. They are not studying theory, they are practicing. For all of us, if we study about, study about geography, for us, we don't have anything or material to do the test, to do the experiments. Our experiences, only listening, only hearing, and dreaming to what it will be. But for them, they practice, they know what the consequences in that course. Other countries, they don't have much material to support with their training, with their lessons. That is why USA till now is the best university in the world for applying or for studying, because all the materials are in the class. The materials are practicing the values of education in that. After you complete the course, you know what to do. Okay? Ken? Do you see what I mean?
Yes, it means that the diploma are related to the country.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go to the next point.
Is related. Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. A lot of noises around my home. They're making the house. Not my home, my grandma's home. Social economics. Marginality of illiteracy on a 20th phenomenon. So as right now, our country is developing also, a developing country. The quality of education is better and better day by day. That's why we have the common proverbs or slogan, not proverb, it's slogan. They said, the little knowledge teach the people who nothing. If you know a little bit of writing, teach the people who have nothing. If you know better, teach the people who know a little. If you are the best one in knowledge, you teach the people in average. Have you remembered this slogan with the Ministry of Education? Okay. What about the slogan in 22 from the Ministry of Education? Do you know the slogan for this year? Who know? What is the slogan?
From the minister or from the ministry, teacher?
So from the Ministry of Education. Because this word is Ministry of Education, they have written in the strategic books. Ministry of Education also, they write the strategies every 5 years. Do you know right now?
There are too many.
Too many. Okay, I can say something a little bit. I cannot remember all, but just few points.
Online learning,
so, online learning is long time already. As right now we say, education is a bridge to cross the world. So if you have education, education is a bridge for you to cross from one side to other side. Non-education, you cannot break the wall. So if you have no knowledge, the same as you have the wall to block you. For example, everyone in your class can speak English everywhere. Your workplace, everyone can speak English, but not you. So can you cross the line to get higher position? And can you listen to them what they tell you very well? You cannot. That is why they said non-education is a wall to block your economics. Okay? If you have knowledge, you can break the wall. All the problems, you can fight for it. And you can grow from one side to one side by your knowledge. That is why they said the education is the bridge. Okay? That is the Ministry of Education, lifelong learning for survival. That's a long time already.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, good. Let's go to the next one. Okay, mass media and cultural hegemony. Okay, I give you 20 minutes. Write down what is mass media and what is cultural hegemony and send to me, please. Okay, by Telegram.
Okay, teacher.
Understand it, everyone? Okay. If your friend asks, also please tell them what to do, okay? What is mass media and what is cultural hegemony? Because I need to go to the classroom a bit. Sorry, just
Teacher.
wait from your friend first.
Wait, what, teacher?
Anyone can explain me because you send me the answers. I believe you can explain it.
Wait a second. We have to send the answer to teacher, right?
Yeah. Send me by Telegram.
Okay. I thought we only have to answer, teacher.
Oh, 20 minutes. Not only answer. That's why he said you can send me in the next 20 minutes. But now it's not 20, 30 minutes. Okay, who can explain, please?
Teacher, can I read my research?
Yeah, good. You can do.
Yes, mass media refer to a media technologies used to disseminate information to wide audience. The key function of mass media is to communicate virus messages through television, movies, advertising, radio, the internet, magazines, and newspapers. And more examples like traditional media, print media, electronic broadcasting media, outdoor media, or out of home media.
Okay.
And cultural hegemony, teacher.
Yeah, hegemony.
Yeah, cultural hegemony is provide statues which involves the nominant statue group or not present the current state of affairs. It is not just cultural, it can occur economically, politically, morally, ethically, intellectually, and other ways. That's all, teacher.
Okay, thank you. That is what you are reading, but how far you understand this?
Yeah, I can read 80%, and my understanding is 30%.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
But
That is fine, that
I
is
can
fine.
enroll in class, teacher.
That is fine. And what about us? Do you have any different answer? And do you have any understanding? Different understanding, not any. No? Very quiet? Because you don't want to answer, your answer might be wrong. Okay, brother Soya, you raise your hand, right?
It's okay.
Yes, teacher.
Soya, go ahead, please.
Yeah, teacher, I don't want to mention about mass media again because Mr. Chaya just explained it at the moment, and I think it's acceptable. I think cultural hegemony is related to philosophy or the way that our social is ruled by different groups. So among its, we have different kind of people that rule the group. It's not only from a single class. Just like in Cambodia or in the country in the world, they have different people from different class rule the country. Not only the king rule the country or only the business people rule the country, but we have the different class of people that leads or rule the social.
Good. That is a great answer. That is good answer. Great answer for sure. That's a great answer. Wonderful to hear that. And however, if we are looking back to our own country, can you pick up one of the example to clarify with this? You are right. You are absolutely right. I strongly agree. Your answer is great. But can you consider one of the example, please? If you can do that. Wow, you are a perfect person. I believe you understand everything.
Yeah, I think like Cambodia before in the century, it's just like the king, only the king really ruled the country. But after that, we have cross different times. So like Khmer Republic, and then go to Sangkom Rin Yom, and then go to Khmer Republic, which is Sangkom Rin Yom led by the king, and then later go to the Khmer Republic, which is 10 West culture, the Western culture. So, but now the Cambodian government is the form of power of the nation, which the government created by the election. So it's not only one race or one class of people lead the country. This is the example of Cambodian culture.
Okay, good. Thank you, Brother Surya. Okay, I will identify this further with all of you. So I will explain as in rafting. If you are not sure, you can ask me later. And if you don't want to know better, that is fine. So mass media, which means where and what and somehow you can get all the information. That is mass media. Mass media, before we get the information from newspaper, magazine, television, publishing and filmings, and also library, everything that you can, everything and everywhere that you can get all information, we say mass media. Currently, after mass media, we say social media. Social media, one of the concepts is from mass media. Mass media is included software and hardware. That is mass media, as in short. If we're talking about social media, yes, we have TikTok, we have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of these are social media. So mass media, everything that can share you the information, you can get the information from it, that is mass media. It is a huge concept. If we want to understand, okay, mass media, but I want to understand magazine. Okay, what do you want to know in magazine? How to write magazine? How to put the pictures and capture in the magazine? How to write a specific topic in the magazine? So if we're talking about one point, there are a lot of things to learn. So mass media, which means included everything that you can get the information. Even the signal on the signal on the road, not signal, sorry. Even the signal on the road that tell you turn right, turn left, turn right, that is also mass media. Clear as water, everyone? Get it?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Yes. Soft and
Or
hard.
I think there will be something like TV or newspaper or those core media. But after the explanation, it's not only the library or other like signal on the road that is also mass media. It's tough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's go to cultural hegemony. Let's understand about culture. Hegemony is just philosophy. So people from different location, different culture. I give you some short point. The people in Cambodia, how they pray to the monks, respect to the monks differently. The people do, or we say bon, Sangatian or whatever, just giving the food, praying. In Siem Reap and in Phnom Penh or in other countries or in other provinces, always different. The way they do is different, not the same. Oh, other point is just wedding. The wedding in Siem Reap, the wedding in Kampong Thom, the way they do is different. That is cultural hegemony. Included, if, okay, I give you a specific point for wedding. Our culture before, if we stay together before the announcement to the old people, they will take the couple to pray, to tell the ancestor that you are already get along together. Cannot get married, can get married or whatever, but if you stay together in advance, before other people, old people tell you, when they know it, they bring the couple together, tell the ancestor that you are already together. That is cultural hegemony. Currently, because it changed day by day, year by year, according to the culture, according to society. Currently, the people can stay together somehow. They live together, but if they don't want to get married, okay, some families still fine. That is new culture. Sometimes you have got already children or child, but you still can stay together. Some families accept this culture. And however, we announce the people in the village, that is culture. We get married, that is culture. Talking back to the national law, you are not together yet. In culture, you announce that you stay together. By the law, if you don't have a certificate of marriage, you are not together yet. So one is a culture, one is respecting to the law. The culture accept it because when you get married, you invite thousands of people come to eat during your wedding. The culture accept it. Looking back to the law, if you don't have a marriage certificate, you are not together yet. Do you understand? Maybe too long.
No, I understand, teacher.
Can I just make a joke in here a bit?
Sure, teacher.
Okay. Okay, just make a joke a bit with that. Maybe in Khmer is easier. និយាយបែបកំ pl ែងតាមខេមរៈភាសាបន្តិចតាក់ទងនឹងចំណងមេត្រីកាលពីមុនបុរសហើយនឹងស្ត្រីសំបីតែដើរមើលមុខគ្នាហ្នឹងដើរជុំវិញផ្ទះនារីតែ3ជុំមកស្រុកមកភូមិគេ expected គេគិតថាបុរសហ្នឹងប្រកាសជាមានចំណងមេត្រីជាមួយខាងនារីទៅហើយផងដែរប្រសិនបុរសស្ត្រីហ្នឹងគាត់បានគ្នាមុនឧទាហរណ៍ចុះកាលពីមុនយើងនិយាយបានគ្នាមុនឥឡូវយើងនិយាយបានគ្នាមុនទៀតបើសិនជាបានគ្នាមុនអញ្ចឹងវប្បធម៌យើងកាលពីមុនត្រូវតែហៅខាងបុរសហើយនឹងខាងស្ត្រីនឹងមកដើម្បីសែនផ្ដាច់ខ្មោចហើយដើម្បីប្រកាសទៅប្រជាជនក្នុងភូមិថាយើងនេះបានចងចំណងមេត្រីជាគូស្វាមីនិងភរិយាដ៏ពិតប្រាកដនឹងគឺជាវប្បធម៌នេះឯងគេហៅថាវប្បធម៌ cultural hegemony បន្តមកទៀតសម័យសប្តាហ៍ថ្ងៃនេះទោះបីជាទាំងសងខាង គាត់បានដឹងបានឮបានឃើញតលនឹងផ្នែកក៏ដោយថាបរោះហើយនឹងនារីហ្នឹងគាត់នៅជុំគ្នាហើយ in somehow they know I don't know ចឹងបានដឹងថាបរោះស្ត្រីហ្នឹងនៅជុំគ្នាហើយប៉ុន្តែមិនតាន់មានឱកាសរោថវិកានឹងរៀបចំណងអាពាហ៍ពិពាហ៍បានអញ្ចឹងនៅសិនទៅហើយអាពាហ៍ពិពាហ៍ពេលណាដែលគាត់មានថវិកាគាត់នឹងរៀបចំទោះបីជាគាត់មានកូនមានចៅក៏ដោយគាត់រៀបចំនឹងគឺជាបែបវប្បធម៌គាត់រៀបចំអញ្ជើញភ្ញៀវកិត្តិយសទាំងអស់ប្រហែលជា 1000 នាក់ចុះ 1000 2000 នាក់តាមសមត្ថភាពតាមកម្លាំងធនធានរបស់ក្រុមគ្រួសារនីមួយហ្នឹងនីមួយចឹងចំណុចទាំងអស់នេះគឺគាត់ប្រកាសបានន័យថាប្រកាសជាអឡារឹកទៅដល់ប្រជាជនទាំងមូលនៅក្នុងភូមិព្រមទាំងបងប្អូនមិត្តភក្តិសាច់ញាតិសន្តានអីទាំងអស់គាត់ថាខ្ញុំហើយនឹងបរិះនេះគឺនៅជាមួយគ្នាទៅហើយនឹងកម្មវិធីអាពាហ៍ពិពាហ៍គឺជាកម្មវិធីប្រកាសថាខ្ញុំហើយនឹងបរិះម្នាក់នេះឬក៏បរិះនារីម្នាក់នេះហើយនឹងខ្ញុំនៅជាមួយគ្នាដោយស្របច្បាប់តាមប្រពៃណីក៏ប៉ុន្តែបើយើងមើលទៅលើមើលច្បាប់នៅប្រទេសយើងវិញពីនឹងទៅបីបានរៀបការហៅភ្ញៀវ 1000 2000 នាក់ក៏ដោយចង់ 10000 នាក់ក៏ដោយបើសិនជាអត់មានសម្បត្តិអាពាហ៍ពិពាហ៍នោះទេអ្នកនឹងនៅតែមានកូនគេថាកូនឥតខាន់ស្លាដដែលកូនក្រៅច្បាប់ចឹងកាលពីមុនគេហៅគ្នាមកជុំគ្នាហ្នឹងគឺគេចង់ប្រកាសថាខ្ញុំហើយនឹងភរិយារបស់ខ្ញុំបាននៅជុំគ្នាដឹកដៃគ្នាដើរទៅណាក៏បានដែរដោយស្របច្បាប់ហើយហើយមានចាស់ទុំដឹងលឺនិយាយឡើងទេចឹងតែត្រង់ចំណុចនេះគឺគេហៅថាវប្បធម៌អាពាហ៍ពិពាហ៍បែបវប្បធម៌ប៉ុន្តែជាផ្លូវច្បាប់ឲ្យតែយើងមានសម្បត្តិអាពាហ៍ពិពាហ៍គឺគ្រប់គ្រាន់ហើយអ្នកខ្លះគាត់អត់ការទេគាត់គ្រាន់តែមានកម្មវិធីតិចតួចអញ្ជើញមិត្តភក្តិមកគាត់ដឹកដៃគ្នាទៅប្រកាសនៅសាលាឃុំថាខ្ញុំពីរអ្នកនេះគឺចាប់ដៃគ្នាធ្វើជាស្វាមីនិងភរិយាគឺស្របច្បាប់ដូចគ្នាដូច្នេះបើយើងមើលទៅលើវប្បធម៌ Cultural Hegemony គឺជាសេចក្តីប្រកាសទៅសង្គមមួយបែបមនោគមវិជ្ជាប្រាប់អ្នកទាំងពួងថាខ្ញុំនៅជុំគ្នាដឹកដៃគ្នាដើរទៅណាឬក៏ទៅដល់ណាក៏បានដែរស្របច្បាប់ហើយតាមសង្គមប៉ុន្តែបើច្បាប់ប្រទេសមិនទាន់ទេអូខេហើយមួយទៀតនិយាយប៉ះពាល់និយាយលេងមួយទៀតកាលពីមុននារីឬក៏ជាពិសេសនារីដែលគាត់រៀបការហើយគាត់មានផ្ទៃពោះគាត់អត់ដែលស្លៀកនេះទេរ៉ូបផ្ទៃពោះទេគឺគាត់ស្លៀកពាក់តែសារ៉ុងធម្មតានឹងបែបវប្បធម៌គាត់ស្លៀកពាក់តែសារ៉ុងធម្មតាទេគឺគាត់កាលពីមុនគឺមិនស្លៀកខោផងស្លៀកក្បិនតែសម័យឥឡូវប្រសិនណាបើគាត់មានផ្ទៃពោះត្រឹមតែ3ខែឬក៏2ខែទេបើថាពោះមិនតាន់ទាំងមើលឃើញផងគឺគាត់ស្លៀកពាក់មិនសារ៉ុងស្លៀកពាក់ណាអាវមានផ្ទៃពោះទៅហើយរ៉ូបទៅហើយរ៉ូបកូនងាឬក៏រ៉ូបផ្ទៃពោះអញ្ចឹងហាចំណុចនេះគេចង់បង្ហាញពីអ្វីអ្នកបែបកំ pl ែងក៏បានមើលអ្នកណាយកបានចំណុចហ្នឹងគាត់មានផ្ទៃពោះបែរជា2ខែដល់3ខែចុះតែគាត់ស្លៀកពាក់រ៉ូបដែលមានផ្ទៃពោះទៅហើយគឺគាត់ចង់បង្ហាញយ៉ាងម៉េចវិញចង់បង្ហាញថាមានកូនបង្ហាញថាមានកូនមើលមានអ្នកណាថាមិនទៀត
I don't get it, teacher. I don't really understand. It's so confused and complicated. Complicated than mathematics.
trong hai là con miền đây hai là cận miền côn hai
ok trong trongចំណុចនេះគាត់ចង់បង្ហាញថាគាត់អនុវត្តការងារទាំងឡាយគឺប្រសិទ្ធភាពណាស់ទាំងប្តីគាត់ទាំងរាយរបស់គាត់គឺមិនអន់នោះទេកាលពីមុនឧទាហរណ៍ថានៅជុំគ្នា1ឆ្នាំ2ឆ្នាំតែអត់តបានកូនបានចៅទេអត់តមានអីទេដោយសារតែគាត់នៅក្រៅច្បាប់ដល់ហើយហើយក៏អត់តបានប្រកាសប្រាប់សង្គមថាប្រាប់ដូនតាថាគាត់បាននៅជុំគ្នាដែរបន្តទៀតគាត់នៅជុំគ្នាការបានតែ1ខែ2ខែទៅ3ខែទៅគាត់មានផ្ទៃពោះអញ្ចឹងគាត់ត្រូវតែប្រកាសថាគាត់មិនមែនអត់ប្រយោជន៍ទេការងារគាត់នឹងគឺបានប្រយោជន៍ច្រើន
បាទល្អ
អូរៀននិយាយចាដល់ត្រូវហើយត្រូវនៅក្នុងថ្នាក់ដល់ត្រូវហើយបើអ្នកគ្រូនិយាយចឹងខ្លាចអ្នកគ្រូចរិយាខឹងទៀតណាបើមិនចឹងទេអ្នកគ្រូលីហុង
កំពុងតែស្ដាប់មានស្ដាប់អីលោកគ្រូបើខ្ញុំចាស់ហើយនៅតែប្រព្រឹត្តកិច្ចការបានល្អប្រសើរជាងប្អូនសិស្សប្អូនទៀតនៅ baby 9 ខែហើយ
មែនអ្នកគ្រូផ្សេង
លោកគ្រូបច្ចុប្បន្នណាស់ហើយលោកគ្រូ
ខ្ញុំទៅតែចូល40ទេ
40គាត់អីលោកគ្រូ
បាទ
ចឹងយ៉ាងហោចណាស់ក៏ខ្ញុំបានប្រព្រឹត្តអិយាប័ត្រកិច្ចការនៅក្នុងវប្បធម៌ផ្ទះបានល្អជាងលោកគ្រូខ្ញុំប្អូនលោកគ្រូមួយឆ្នាំតែខ្ញុំមាន baby ទៅ9 ខែលោកគ្រូ
ខ្ញុំបានទៅ2វាខំមកទៅហើយចង់ទៅ
ខ្ញុំមាន4ខ្ញុំមាន3ឥឡូវទី4ហ្នឹងទៅតែ9 ខែទៅលោកគ្រូចឹងមានថាប្រព្រឹត្តបានល្អប្រសើរថ្មីទៅតែ9 ខែ
ប្រព្រឹត្តអីគេបង
លោកគ្រូថាប្រព្រឹត្តអិយាប័ត្រប្រសើរ
ធ្វើការងារផ្ទះ
ធ្វើការងារ
អូខេការងារផ្ទះជាស្ត្រីមេផ្ទះហ៎
ជាស្ត្រីបានគ្រូបានប្រពន្ធទៅមិនដឹងធ្វើការងារផ្ទះអីទៀតសមើល
ពពោះមនុស្សម្នាក់លោកគ្រូបើនិយាយត្រង់ទៅយើងត្រូវការសុខភាពផ្លូវកាយសុខភាពផ្លូវចិត្តនិងសុខភាពផ្លូវភេទដែរ
យោយ
ព្រោះបញ្ហាហ្នឹងគឺយើងមានបញ្ហាច្រើននៅក្នុងសហគមន៍តកតងនឹងសុខភាពផ្លូវភេទហ្នឹងព្រោះគាត់អត់ហ៊ាននិយាយចឹងណាបកទៅជំនួសអញ្ចឹងបុគ្គលិកសង្គមចុះទៅជួបគ្នារហូតតែសម្បត្តិបញ្ហាមិនរឿងលុយកាក់រឿងអីប៉ុន្តែដោយសារតែកេះទេមិនអោយ
ឆ្លោះគ្នា90%ឆ្លោះគ្នាដោយសារតែបញ្ហាហ្នឹង
ចាលោកគ្រូសម្រាប់គ្រូសាស្ត្រខ្ញុំវិញគឺអាចនិយាយបានថាអាចទទួលយកដឹងឮហើយមានគេហៅថាមានចំណេះដឹងខាងនឹងច្រើនអញ្ចឹងបើសិនជាបងប្អូនណាដែលទៅរៀបការឬក៏មិនទាន់រៀបការឬរៀបការហើយអាចនឹងទៅជែកពិភាក្សាបញ្ហាហ្នឹងជាមួយខ្ញុំបើកចំហក្នុងការថត
My God
ចុះបងចង់សួរតែចង់សួរអ្នកមិនទាន់រៀបការអាចសួរបានអត់បង
បានeveryone បានទាំងអស់ពពោះអីពពោះមានគ្រូសាស្ត្រខ្លះខ្ញុំនិយាយការពិតរហូតដល់គាត់មានកូន1កូន2ហើយគាត់អត់ដែលដឹងថា how to feel excited
ខ្ញុំសួរឲ្យគេដែរទេបងសួរឲ្យសមឿន